This is exercise 2.3 from chapter 2 Polynomials, and in my previous video I have solved question number 1 from exercise 2.3, and today we'll do question number 2 and question number 3. And our question number 2 is, find the remainder when x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. So in question number 2 we have to find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by a linear polynomial. Is it clear? Now first we'll write down the polynomial, and our polynomial here, this is dividend, right? So what is the dividend here? Px, which is equal to x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. Now so students, to find the remainder we have to use remainder theorem, and according to remainder theorem we have to find the constant term or the real numbers from divisor, isn't it? So this is divisor here, x minus a. So we'll find out the real number. Okay, so x minus a is equal to 0, x equal to minus a. When we take it from left hand side to the right hand side, this becomes positive a. That's why x is equal to a. Now the value of x is a. Now we have to replace x with a. So let's write this polynomial once again, which is px is equal to x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. Now let's replace x with a. Okay, so p in place of x a is equal to x. In place of x we need to write a. That's why this is a cube minus a is already there, so this is x square. So in place of x we need to write a. That's why this becomes a square plus 6 in place of x a minus a. Is it clear? Here we have just substituted the value of x. Now after this, a cube, it's a cube minus a, this is multiplication. Okay, bracket means multiplication. A multiplied with a square is a cube. There are 3a, right? So this is a cube plus 6. 6 into a is 6a, like 2 into x, 2x minus a. Now we'll check the like terms. A cube minus a cube. What is 2 minus 2? 0. 5 minus 5? 0. Similarly, a cube minus a cube is also 0. So a cube minus a cube gets cancelled. Now what is left here? 5a and minus a. Now these two are like terms. Here we have a and here also a. So these two are like terms. And before a, if there's no number, then it means this is 1. So what is plus minus? Minus 6 minus 1 is 5. A is a, and which one is greater? 6. So sign of 6 is plus. That's why this is positive 5a. Is it clear? Now see, according to the question, we were asked to find the remainder. And see students, here we got our remainder, which is 5a. Is it clear? So question number 2 we have done now. Now let's do the next question, that is question number 3. Okay. So our question number 3 is, check whether, okay, question number 3 is quite different from questions 2 and 1. Now your question number 3 is, check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. Now in this question we are asked whether this polynomial is a factor of this polynomial or not. Now to understand question number 3, let me give you an example. If you are asked whether, check whether 2 is a factor of 6. Now is 2 a factor of 6? Now, in order to check whether 2 is a factor of 6 or not, we need to divide 6 by 2. We need to divide 6 by 2. So, when we divide 6 by 2, we get 0 as remainder. Okay, we got 0 as remainder. That means 2 exactly divides 6. If 2 exactly divides 6, then 2 is a factor of 6. Is it clear? But in this case, instead of 6, if you have 7, will 2 exactly divide 7? No, definitely not. That means 2 is not a factor of 7, whereas 2 is a factor of 6. That means in order to identify whether the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial or not, we need to find remainder. If our remainder is 0, that means the first polynomial divides second polynomial exactly. But if the remainder is not 0, then first polynomial does not divide exactly the second polynomial. In that case, this one, the first polynomial, will not be the factor of second polynomial. Now let's find out the remainder. Now see, in this case, this is linear polynomial, so this is divisor and this is our dividend, right? So this polynomial is our dividend. We have to divide 3x cubed plus 7x by 7 plus 3x to get the remainder. And to find the remainder, we know what is remainder theorem. Now let's apply remainder theorem in this question. Now our polynomial, which is px, is equal to 3x cubed plus 7x. Now this is our polynomial, and in this polynomial x is variable. We have to replace x with a constant term, isn't it? With a constant term or with a real number from divisor. So this is our divisor. So from this divisor we need to find constant term. Now let's find it. 7 plus 3x is equal to 0. Now 3x is equal to plus 7. When we take it to the other side, this becomes minus 7. Now x equal to minus 7, this is multiplication here, and when we take 3 to the other side, this becomes division, okay? So the value of x here is minus 7 by 3. Is it clear? Now we got the value of x. Now what will we do now? Next step will be substituting the value of x with minus 7 by 3. Now let's substitute. So this is p here. In place of x, minus 7 by 3 is equal to 3. It's already there, so write it first. Then x cube. So in place of x, what are we substituting? Minus 7 by 3, right? So let's write minus 7 by 3, and whole cube is there, so we need to write whole cube. This cube is meant for both minus 7 and 3. Plus 7, it's already there, so write it first. Then x, in place of x, minus 7 by 3. So this is minus 7 by 3. Now let's solve it. This is 3. Cube means 3 times 7. 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 is 343. Okay. So minus minus plus plus minus is minus by 3 to the power 3 means 27. Plus minus minus 7 sevens are 49 divided by 3. Now I hope students, I don't need to explain this calculation. You all know how do we multiply here, and we have to take the LCM, then we have to solve this. Okay, so I don't think this calculation is hard to understand. This you can easily understand, isn't it? Now after solving this, we got minus 490 divided by 9. That means in this case remainder is not 0. Is remainder 0 here? No, it's not 0. That means the given divisor, that is 7 plus 3x, is not a factor of 3x cubed plus 7x. So we have to conclude our answer like this. No, 7 plus 3x is not a factor of 3x cubed plus 7x. Is it clear, students? So with this we have completed exercise 2.3.